soda. Ruby boys, they know us. All fast money, no slow bucks.
What is going on, guys? Brandon here, aka Brawadis, and today I'm bringing you a rare episode of the Brawadis NBA show. I'm not giving you like news. I'm not giving you like a report. Instead, I'm giving you an opinionated piece. It's gonna be my opinion on redrafting the 2015 NBA draft, just the top 10 picks. So I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I wanted more time to pass because you can't. And even now, it's still too early to redraft a draft because you usually got to wait a few years to see how a rookie's going to be. But I just wanted to do it kind of early. You know, we're at the All-Star break, and I think we've seen enough from these rookies to at least have an idea of what they're going to be like in the future. Kind of have an idea now that Mario Hezonja, the 5th pick in the draft, maybe shouldn't have gone that high. And you kind of have an idea for someone like Bobby Portis, who went in the 20s, to, he maybe should have been drafted higher. So to start off, I'm going to start off with the number 1 pick, which remains the same. You know, even if we did the draft today, knowing what we know now, I think Karl-Anthony Towns still goes number 1. I was this close to putting Porzingis at first, only because in this redraft, I'm not only redrafting based on what I've seen so far, I'm also banking on potential. So, Porzingis, his ceiling is fucking a 12-story house right now. That's where his ceiling is. Karl-Anthony Towns still has a high ceiling, but I was still tempted to put Porzingis first. But Karl-Anthony Towns, are you kidding me? Like, this dude he wasn't supposed to be polished or NBA ready. This dude was supposed to be raw, and he's coming in and putting up these fucking numbers like he's mobile for his height. He got the 3-point jumper down. That wasn't supposed to be a part of his game. Sure, we knew he could stretch out to the free throw line maybe a little further, but he's shooting threes. He's putting up 30-point games, double-doubles. You redraft today, you still take Karl-Anthony Towns first no matter what. He looks, honestly, right now, at 19, 20 years old, I'm not sure how old he is, you could put him in the same class as Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. The dude is going to be great. Future all-star, superstar. Karl-Anthony Towns goes first again. At number 2, if the Los Angeles Lakers had this choice again, I think they take Kristaps Porzingis, who currently plays for the New York Knicks. This dude is a monster. I mean, if you look at stats, because there's a lot of stat lookers who don't actually watch the games. They just look at stats. You look and you're going to be like, whoa, why is Porzingis second? But, man, if you watch him play, this dude he can shoot from anywhere on the court. I mean, he's not going to pull up like Steph Curry, but he can shoot the 3. He could take it to the rack. He could play great deep. This motherfucker is 7'3", and he's stretching out guarding small forwards, power forwards. And like I said, in this redraft, you don't only look at how they played this year. I'm banking on potential too. And Kristaps Porzingis he is the rawest rookie in this draft class. He wasn't expected to get many minutes. And what you see from him this year was supposed to be his all-time low. He's only supposed to be getting better each and every year. And what I say about Porzingis, it won't be enough. You guys got to watch him play to understand what I'm talking about. This dude is going to be special. I put Karl-Anthony Towns first, but honestly, you can flip-flop these 2 picks, and I'm not sure anyone would have a problem with it. New York is, I'm sure, ecstatic that they got Porzingis at 4. And I think the crying dude from the draft who was crying when they took Porzingis, those might be tears of joy now, honestly. At number 3, and I'm expecting the hate for this one. I know you guys are going to call me biased. You guys are going to call me an idiot. I don't care. You can leave that in the comments below. Devin Booker. The 3rd pick in the 2015 NBA redraft would be Devin Booker, and here's why. I'm going to get a bunch of hate. Dude, how'd you take him over Okafor? How'd you take him over D'Angelo Russell? Let me tell you. Like Porzingis, Devin Booker was supposed to show close to nothing this year. He was supposed to be more of a future player, someone who develops really slow and you'll see he starts getting good at age like 22 or 23. He had a high ceiling and he was pretty raw. He's coming in the month of January, he led all rookies in scoring. Over Okafor, over Porzingis, over Karl-Anthony Towns, he led all rookies in scoring. This dude is built to play shooting guard. He's 6'6", he's 200-something pounds. He's great size for a shooting guard. And did I mention, he's not only the youngest player in this draft class, he's the youngest player in the whole entire NBA. So what you see from him now is not even close to what he's going to be at in like 2 or 3 years. like I said, if you're a stat looker, you're going to be like, oh, he only averages 10 points a game. You do realize that the first 2 months of the season, he was only playing like 5 minutes a game. He's finally getting a chance to shine. Like I said, he's a true shooting guard. Those are hard to come by in this year. And all I ask, if you guys are going to hate, before you hate, don't go to ESPN.com and look at the stats. Watch the games. Devin Booker, he's putting up numbers. He's improved his defense. His three-point shot is as pure as Klay Thompson. And like I said, he's the youngest player in the NBA. So he was supposed to be nothing this year. He was supposed to get better in a few years, and he's already showcasing this right now. So that's crazy. At number 4, the New York Knicks select Miles Turner, who plays for the Pacers right now. This dude, he's a 3-point stretch. He's a stretch 5. You hear stretch 4, someone who's like 6'10", 6'11", you can stretch the floor. This dude is a center. He could play power forward too, but he's a center. He could stretch out and shoot the 3, but not just that. He's a rim protector. So, you got rim protectors like DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard, and then you got the stretch 4s like Dirk, like Chris Bosh. But this is like, you combine them. You got a rim protector and a 3-point shooter, and he's really mobile for his height. He's 7 feet tall, and he can run up and down the court. This was really tough taking him over Okafor, and honestly, if you put Okafor at 4, I have no problem with that. But for now, I'll take Miles Turner at 4. At number 5, the Orlando Magic select who else but Jahlil Okafor. This dude, I'm going to get hate putting him at 5 when he's one of the best rookies right now, if not the second or third best rookie. But remember what I said. In this redraft, I'm banking on potential. And Jahlil Okafor came in as the most NBA-ready rookie. He had the most NBA-ready body, and his ceiling was lower than others. He was supposed to come in and dominate right away. He's averaging 17 points a game, but that's what you expected of him. You expected Towns, Porzingis, Booker. You expected them to kind of struggle in the beginning and then find their flow in a couple of years. But Okafor, especially going to Philly where he was going to get the ball a ton, you expected him to be this good, So, like I said, this redraft, I'm banking on potential. And if you're banking on potential, Okafor's ceiling is a little lower than the other players. But at the same time, getting Okafor at 5 is a complete steal. This dude is averaging 17 a game. He's shooting close to 50% from the field. He just had a game the other day where he got 17 rebounds. And I understand, when he played Karl-Anthony Towns, he dominated him. I think Towns scored less than 10 points while Okafor scored over 20. I'm not overlooking that. But like I said, we're looking at potential. We're looking at who has a higher ceiling. And Okafor, although he's great right now, I don't think he's going to grow much. He's obviously not going to be what he is his rookie year in a few years. He's obviously going to get better. But I think the improvement we're going to see from Towns, Porzingis, Booker isn't going to be it's going to be more drastic than what you see from Okafor. But I love Okafor's game. He's an old school post player, and you don't get many of those. You get bigs who fall in love with shooting the 3. Okafor is a traditional post player. At 6 through 10, I got my players, and I'm not sure which order you want to take them. And quite frankly, I don't think it matters. Here are my next 5 if the redrafts happen. In no order: D'Angelo Russell, Justice Winslow, Stanley Johnson, Bobby Portis, and Emmanuel Mudiay. It was tough choosing between Mudiay or Willie Cauley-Stein, but I think Cauley-Stein just fell into a perfect situation in Sacramento where they don't need him to score. They just need him to run the floor and block shots, play D. And I got maybe 99.999% of my subscribers are Laker fans, so I'm dude, have you watched D'Angelo Russell play? He doesn't even get minutes. He comes off the bench, blah. Guys, Russell, you guys are going to think I'm hating because I put him in the 6 to 10 range. No, Russell is going to be a great player. He's showcased that many times, and I understand he's coming off the bench now, but you realize he's averaging almost 28 minutes a game, which is, right up there with all the other rookies, and he started the majority of the season. He just started coming off the bench as of like 2 months ago. And like I said, this draft class is stacked. This class is filled with future all-stars, future superstars, and D'Angelo Russell could be right up there. Having him at 6 to 10 isn't bad, but for someone who went number 2, you expected a little more. I think he's averaging 12, 3, and 3 right now. But no, he's picked it up recently. I think he had that game against Sacramento where he did the little hotline bling. He copied Devin Booker, by the way. But no, D'Angelo Russell is improving. So that's my redraft. I think the most hate I'm going to get is for putting Booker 3rd. And for putting Okafor too low at 5. But like I said, you got to understand the concept of ceiling and floor. And potential and ceiling is huge in drafts. Why do you think players like Porzingis get taken as high as 4? Because of their ceiling. So, repeat one last time. Karl Anthony Towns, Kristaps Porzingis, Devin Booker, Miles Turner, and Okafor would be the top 5. And then 6 through 10 in no particular order. Emmanuel Mudiay, D'Angelo Russell, Bobby Portis, he needs to get more minutes. Like Devin Booker, he wasn't playing much, and then Booker started getting more minutes and he showed what he has. Bobby Portis, same situation. You got to give him more minutes, but I understand the Bulls have a stacked front court. Stanley Johnson and Justice Winslow. That would be my redraft right now. I want to see what your redraft would look like. So in the comments below, let me know what you guys think. Which rookies would you have in the top 5? Which rookies would you have in the top 10? Just how would you draft the 2015 draft class if you knew what you knew today? Oh, and one last thing. I've actually started about thinking starting a second channel called the Brawadis NBA Show rather than putting them on my main channel. I want to know what you guys think. I don't expect to get that many subscribers because not many people that watch me are NBA fans. They mostly watch for my vlogs and challenges. But, oh my god, I keep pulling up my sleeves. But let me know what you think about the idea of starting a second channel called the Brawadis NBA Show where I'd be uploading videos like this. And it would be more often, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Anyways, today's a Rising Stars Challenge, and that is in 4 hours. It's time to watch Devin Booker dominate that game. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Brawadis, I'm out. Love you guys, Brawad Squad.